child.
Yes, it's my third child. I have 2 girls and a boy, and we are done.
No more kids. It was Elliot? No.
Ian.
Ian.
Yes.
So it's hold on. Harper's the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
Ian.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Bailey.
She's got a 13-year-old too.
Yes, so
Full house.
a full house. It was a busy weekend in my house.
Did you guys host the holidays?
We did, actually. So we had family over. We made plenty of food, and it was a really nice year to get through. And I'm just glad. Let me just say, I'm glad that the holiday is over, because it's a lot of prepping and planning to do that. But
especially when you have a newborn at home and 3 children. I'm stressed, and I don't have children. I have 2 dogs, and I didn't even go. I mean, I went home for like 24 hours. I was here.
How was it, though?
It was good. It was quick. It was 24 hours.
I saw, didn't you have some road troubles on?
Yeah, I had a little flat tire.
Yeah.
After our director, Robert Flowers, was like, what do you do? And he saw me fill in the flat. And then he drove off. He didn't help me, so.
Flowers. Flowers.
I told him I didn't need help. I was being rolling up my sleeves, being like, I am woman, hear me roar. And then I started driving, got a flat, so take the help.
Well, I'm glad it actually worked out for you and you made it home safely.
I did. And here we are. We are almost in 2023, but this is 27th. It's one of those days where people maybe not know what day it is. A lot of people who aren't working are on holiday still, and we know a lot of people are going to be traveling on the roads. Thank goodness, though, here in Texas, we haven't had the issues and the issues on the road. Now, flight delays are happening all across the country with Southwest and even here at the San Antonio airport.
Yes, and we're also going to have an update on the El Paso border. Also, how soon could we be paying a lot more money for gas?
Sarah Spivey?
Yes.
I have in-laws that are traveling back down to Corpus, so if you're going to fill up, it's the time to do it because the gas is cheap right now, but we have good conditions right now.
On the roads, we do, definitely. As you know, there's a lot of issues with Southwest right now across the nation because of a number of different reasons. Yeah. But, you know, guys, we have spent 6 days so far with a low at or below freezing here in San Antonio in a row, consecutive days since last Thursday. So I thought for our Weather 101 question, I could ask you, when was the most consecutive days with a low below freezing in San Antonio? 1983, 1985, 1992, or 2021?
Was it 21?
I'm gonna just say B. It might have been 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D.
B.
Oh, you're gonna go with B?
Yeah.
All right, it was in 1983 from December 17th through December 31st. We had 15 days where the low temperature was at or below freezing. By the way, 2021 in February, that was 9 days.
Okay,
so,
almost.
Right, almost. And so even though it's felt like this cold snap has been pretty consistent, it's nothing compared to the most consecutive days with a low below freezing. So just a little weather fact to start off the day. All right, let's go ahead though and take a look at the rest of the afternoon for us. We're going to be looking at temperatures climbing to 60 degrees, really comfortable this afternoon and a bit chilly this evening with temperatures falling into the 40s. Here's the thing though, this is about the coolest we're going to be over the next several days because we expect above average temperatures from the end of the year into January 4th around San Antonio. Here's a look at that high temperature forecast. Our average is 63, so today will be cooler than average, but by tomorrow, warmer than average. And over New Year's Eve weekend, we're going to be looking at high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So a really nice reprieve from the cold weather for us here across South Central Texas. You'll notice we'll have some morning fog Wednesday and Thursday with an isolated shower possible on Thursday itself. But all in all, we're not going to be seeing too many differences from the day to day after we get that warm up on Thursday when we get into the 70s.
Cannot wait for that warmer weather.
Me too.
It's going to be a great way to have a glass of champagne, an outdoor party, great hair with low humidity, great temperatures. I already have my outfit planned.
For New Year's Eve?
You just find a party.
So
all right.
Excited. And for your plants, you'll be able to give them a break from. Have you moved them back out yet or no?
No, they're still in the garage.
You can do that today if you need to.
Yeah, I might take a nap.
Okay.
They got a nice weird plant light going.
Yeah, well, the winter blast is obviously not going to linger into this week, at least here for South Texas, but that's not the case for other parts of the country.
That's right. In New York, people are expecting several more inches of snowfall today. So far, more than 27 people have actually died in that blizzard, which New York Governor Kathy Hochul calls the blizzard of the century.
People have been found dead in cars, homes, snowbanks. Authorities say some of them even died while shoveling snow.
And while law enforcement has been tied up with storm-related issues, another problem has come up: looting. So people have been smashing windows and stealing from businesses there.
And the airport in Buffalo is actually going to remain closed till at least Wednesday because, again, they are expecting more snow. So those interruptions are just going to last until, tomorrow. So
the video footage is truly amazing.
Yeah.
Terrifying. And I do know at one point they had a ban. Authorities came out and said, hey, do not drive. And unfortunately, either people were stuck in the middle that were driving during that time, or they still went out, and those are the people that really found themselves in very harmful, dangerous situations.
And you've got to think about people there, they're kind of used to dealing with snow already.
Right.
So the fact that they have been unable to navigate themselves in this, it just kind of goes to show how big of a blizzard and how tragic it's been over there, because like I said, they get snow all the time. It's not like here in Texas where if we get a little bit of snow we freak out. They're pretty much prepped for it.
They know how to handle it.
Yeah, so this is just something that they were not expecting, I'm sure, or
I think they were expecting it,
yeah.
but it was just
too much.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And a lot of that winter weather, not just delaying a lot of issues on the roads with that snow, but also in the sky.
Yeah, there's been a lot of trouble for Southwest Airlines. Thousands of travelers are stuck at several U.S. airports because the airline has either canceled or delayed hundreds of those flights after the recent winter storm.
So according to the flight tracking website FlightAware, Southwest canceled about 60% of today's flights before the day had even started. Yesterday, a similar situation, and rebooking for a lot of these people could take days.
Yeah, this is definitely not ideal for anyone who was planning to either make it somewhere or are heading back home, but a lot of them actually spent the holiday weekend stuck at an airport because of the delays and cancellations.
Holiday they will never, unfortunately, forget. So according to Southwest, the issue wasn't just the storm itself. The company says it was the actual infrastructure. Simply put, it's outdated. Just take a listen.
Our software can't keep track of it. So they don't know where we are. They don't know where airplanes are. And it's frustrating for the pilots, the flight attendants, and especially our passengers.
The Department of Transportation says it will be investigating whether the cancellations were controllable and if Southwest is complying with its customer service plan.
So we even had the issue here with Southwest at our San Antonio International Airport. Our Max Massey was out there all morning, and at one point, he showed us the screen, lots of cancellations on it, and then later in the morning, he said it was empty, but that's because not because those cancellations weren't happening, it's because those flights got canceled and people just left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to stick around here if I have to be here for 3 days,
Yeah, and I think the people that live here, like, luckily they can go home and figure out something else, but people that were like traveling through here, I could not imagine. I would not want to be in that situation, but hopefully it all gets settled within the next couple of days and those people can return home.
Absolutely. All right, turning now to the El Paso border, more fencing is expected to go up this week. That's according to the National Guard.
So far, there's about 2 miles of fencing that has been installed in El Paso. That's according to a spokesperson.
So as of yesterday, 22,000 migrants were sleeping in shelters, makeshift encampments, and that number is only expected to grow while decision on Title 42 remains in legal limbo.
That's the Trump-era policy that allows the U.S. to turn away asylum seekers at the border. A decision on that is expected to be made soon, but we're all kind of just waiting to see what happens.
And back to traveling, I know a lot of people are hitting the roads. My in-laws have been here for 2 days. They are driving back down to Corpus, and it's really a great time to be traveling on the road because the gas prices are low.
Yes, so the record highs that hit last summer, gas prices are down, and currently they're just over $3 a gallon.
So don't get used to it. Unfortunately, according to Gas Buddy, an app that tracks these gas prices, the price at the pump could rise to $4 a gallon by May.
Yeah, and that's significantly cheaper than the spike that topped $5 a gallon earlier this year. Right now, the national average is $3.10, and here in San Antonio, the average is $2.55, and that is so nice. I remember just a couple months ago, you know, my mom would be like tracking, I was here and the gas prices were really low right here. You should drive over here. And do you like to hop around and look for the cheapest prices?
I did, but because I predominantly drove a big SUV, but my husband got a Prius, and so we share that car, whoever's driving more, and so now it's like, it cost me like $17 to fill up the other day. It was really nice. But hey, I'm on Gas Buddy right now. The cheapest gas in San Antonio right now is at an Exxon on Fredericksburg and Belcony Heights, $1.99. I don't know if that's right, but $1.99 a gallon for regular gas is super cheap. And of course you have your Sam's Club and Costco, which are always the cheaper ones. But then next in line is $2.29 at a Texaco on the 14,000 block of Nacogdoches. So $2.29, $2.32, those are some of the cheaper ones here in San Antonio.
I have a little bit of a secret to admit. I am not good about fueling up. Usually I let it get really low.
And your husband gets upset with you?
He gets upset, and then by the time I have to just go to whichever one is nearby. So bad habit that I need to break in 2023.
Well, you just have your husband fill up and it's like you're not spending the money, right? Whoops. I do it all the time. It's a good trick.
Yeah, I gotta take you up on that.
Okay, so anytime I do fill up at my favorite gas station, I always buy a lottery ticket, especially when the jackpot is this big.
Yes, and the Mega Millions is going to be drawn tonight. So what better lottery prize to round out your year?
That's right. So rolled over again after no one came up as a winner for the game's top prize in Friday night's drawing. It's now at an estimated $565 million that's going to go to the holder of the winning ticket.
That would represent the 6th largest prize in Mega Millions history. The jackpot has grown ever since the last grand prize was split between 2 winning tickets on October 14th. Your odds to win the whole thing remain rough, about 1 in more than 302 million. The next drawing again is set for tonight.
So do you play?
Not normally. I actually,
girl,
I mean, the last time
you
that
can't
it was really
win if
big,
you don't play.
But the last time I bought one, but I went to the store for something else and was like, why is this line so long? And so while I was inside waiting to pay, I was like, oh, this is why, and I might as well buy one. So I did buy one, and we didn't win. Womp
I
womp.
know. I think the most I've won is like $9, but a girl can dream, right?
I like scratch offs. I'll do a scratch off. Like,
I never win this. Did you see where someone at an office party won $175,000 scratch off in their stocking stuffer? No. And they were doing a white elephant, and someone actually switched for like a TJ Maxx gift card, and then the person with the scratch off won $175,000. So.
I bet that TJ Maxxer was like,
oh yeah, this better be the best TJ Maxx purchase ever.
Yeah.
So don't forget, go get your Mega Millions lottery card tonight before, I think it's 8:30. Flowers, you know the cutoff is 8:30 or 9?
I don't know.
Anyone else know? Newsroom? I think it's 8:30 or 8:50. Just get it by 8. How about that?
I was gonna say, you're asking the newsroom, and literally people are still like on holiday break.
No one is here. No one is here. There's like 5 people in the newsroom. It's okay. We're here.
We're here, and that counts. Well, anyway, good luck if you are gonna play, and if you have anyone who you know is stuck at an airport, we hope that they get home soon and safely.
Absolutely. We will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.